Last time, on Ace Attorney Justice for All.
Well, you thought that I was joking about the broken spine last time? No,
Francisca really did a number on me. I couldn't move at all for like a week!
If you want these tickets back, you will have to give up on your mage persona for the rest of the case. Got it, old man?
You're making a big mistake. No! You made a mistake, Kramer.
I saw him! No doubt about it! I saw that worthless liar!
Choking the life out of all the pretty flowers. You see something young, something pretty, you just gotta choke the life out of it, don't you? All the pretty flowers, baby.
Why so serious? Oh, no more MP.
Say hello to the wheelchair. What? What is the meaning of this?
What's the matter, Frenny? You don't feel like hitting me anymore? 'Cause I can do this all day, you know.
How? How can you resist my whips now?
Through sheer will and fucking determination.
What?
Let me tell you something, Franny. I have suffered for a long time. These past months have been filled with moments of pain, self-deprecation, despondency. I have regretted a lot of things I have done in the past. But you know what I did? I kept fighting through all that. I am not letting my past affect my body, mind, and soul anymore. I am immune to that pain. There is only one way my story is going to end. And it's not going to be your way or anyone else's, but my way. Now, you're going to give me those tickets, or else I am going to annoy you with my magic for the rest of your life.
You have some nerve, detective. You won't get away with this. Now going back to you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You're not trying to pass yourself off as a professional performer, are ya? Don't get so wrapped up in yourself, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
You should know better.
That should have set him straight. You may proceed with your testimony, witness.
Okay, you know what? In all seriousness over here, let me press this once again. So testify that you said good evening to Max that night. Alright, let's go back to this choice over here. Let me see about Trilo's evening greeting? Isn't that a bit strange to you?
What do you mean?
Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you bother being nice to him? That is a nice observation there, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The way Trilo is to Max, he would more than likely greet him with, "You bastard!" It strikes me as somewhat strange.
Why would it strike you as strange? Exactly. How is it strange to be cordial to one of your co-workers?
I mean, if Trilo can even call Max his co-worker at this point. Well, if it was simply just being cordial to a worker, I would understand. Ow! That hurt!
Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips start flapping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school.
There's no reason that Trilo would ever say something nice to Max. But how do I go about proving that with the evidence?
Bluffing is everything in this world. but I'm sure you already learned that one.
I guess I can give it a shot. The witness will resume his testimony. You are 100% absolutely sure of what you just said?
I told you already! Jeez! I am 100% absolutely sure! There's no way that he could be any more confident than that, right? There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those three ridiculous symbols. Symbols.
Those three ridiculous symbols, huh?
Out of curiosity, exactly how many times have you asked that question by now? If you're gonna ask again, I'll answer with a chorus. Everyone together now!
Silk hat!
Cloak! White roses! Thank you very much.
Maya, you didn't have to join in, did you?
But it's fun shouting out with everyone else. There has to be a hole in his testimony somewhere.
Changing the subject there already, eh? I agree. But do we have the proof to make something stick?
I'll make it let's try, right Nick? We gotta have something that will prove us useful. We gotta have something that will prove useful.
Alright, time to go to work. Okay. Like, before it said that we would need proof in order to establish that Chilo wouldn't say good evening. And if we need that, then... well, it would have to be the bottle. The evidence that tells us that they had a fight, like, before. Therefore, they wouldn't be nice to each other like that. You could say. Chilo, is it not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder?
A fight?
A fight over Regina, to be exact.
It wasn't that big of a deal. It was just an argument. A disagreement at most.
A disagreement usually doesn't end with someone getting clunked over the head. That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he? What? Is that an admission of assault and battery?
Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first.
The truth is that on the day of the crime, the defendant and the witness had a huge fight. There is absolutely no way they would have absolutely become cordial that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on stand. There is no way a puppet as lewd would just up and say good evening to his rival. I mean, given his infatuation for Regina, I can totally agree with that, Your Honor.
Are you saying this witness is lying?
Well, gee, what a fucking surprise! A witness lying?
That he's trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at the scene of the crime? I didn't tell you a single lie! Honestly! I just...
That's enough from you, Mr. Quist. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor?
Let's clarify this testimony for the court. Could you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night?
Well... the truth is... there is no way other than somebody completely different in that case. And if what he's telling us about him waiting since 10 PM is true, then clearly the only person that he must have seen was Russell. It is my belief that the witness did indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to. What kind of theory is that?
The correct one. Motherfuckers.
Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all. What?
If you had truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all. And well, given that Trilo said good evening and that Russell died in the plaza, well, it can only be one person. Which means there is only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica. That is why Trilo made the effort to greet whoever it was that he saw that evening. Or, good evening, as he put it.
What in the world? You!
Would the defense kindly explain who it was Trilo saw that evening? Well, as I said, it would have to be Russell. Considering the ill temper of the witness, there is only one person he would greet. It must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute. No, Your Honor, it is not Regina. If it was Regina, Trilo would have given her the engagement ring, like, as a present. Like, right there. And yet he didn't. So, riddle me this, Judge. Oh, yeah, I suppose you got a point there.
It was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not?
You are correct. He was indeed Russell Berry. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster, Russell Berry. I mean, not only would Russell have to have gone past Trilo and Ben in order to get to the plaza, but since he was the boss of the circus and well loved by everyone else, like right there, it would make sense for Trilo to have said good evening as well, to him especially. That's why he greeted him, Trilo. Isn't that correct? Answer the question, Mr. Quist. Ora! How do you respond to this?
Wait a second! Well, at first I thought it was the old man. But once I got a better look at him, it was obviously Maximilian Galactica.
I think it is high time that we clear the air about this question. Mr. Quist obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza that evening. The problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactica? Or was it the ringmaster? One Mr. Russell Berry? Find out in the next episode of Ace Attorney Justice for All.
The prosecution argues that he was the defendant that the witness saw that night. The witness has clearly stated that he saw the defendant's free symbols.
Free symbols?
Alright, this is getting old. Come on, man! You gotta remember them by now. Here we go. Everyone, all together now! Yes, we know. It's the silk hat, cloak, and white roses.
A silk hat and cloak. Anyone could wear them. They'd even look good on me. Yeah, debatable. Me, however, I would definitely look stunning with a silk hat and cloak. I could totally pass as the Phantom Thief.
What was that?
Well, the witness has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's free symbols. However, how do we really know it was Maximilian Galactica? It could have been someone else, dressed up as him. Possibly even Russell Berry.
What?
Miss Von Karma. Do you have clear evidence that the person the witness saw was a defendant?
Well,
Your Honor, Miss Von Karma is speechless. She is out of speech. If that's the case, then it is impossible for me to make a judgment at this point.
yes! I think we finally won a point at this one. That is very unfortunate.
Huh?
You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What do you mean by that?
You merely established one thing from this witness. He established that this witness saw one person in that plaza that night. I applaud you on your effort, but...
But?
who that person was can only be answered by the next witness. Huh?
Great. I forgot about the clown. This sure is reminding me of the Damon Gaunt case. Of the SL9 case. We have met quite a lot of colorful people, and Trillo over here tried their damnedest to put the blame on the defendant, in similar fashion to Angel Star. We are in for quite the ride, aren't we?
Your Honor, the prosecution will provide, beyond a shadow of a doubt, an answer to that question, and evidence that clearly establishes one thing. That there is no other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime.
Very well. The court will take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request the prosecution prepare the next witness. Court is now in recess. Great. Now I do not have to hold my nose anymore since we are no longer going to have Trillo in the court. December 29, 11:54 a.m. District Court. Defendant lobby number 5. Sweetie, you have to believe me. I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene.
So then, why are you when the murder took place?
We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the ringmaster's room. And while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, right? Exactly. He told me to wait in the room because he would be right back.
That's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right?
That's what it seems like.
But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right?
Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the ringmaster's room, still dressed in my stage clothes. But when I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off.
Which means...
It means that the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking like Max. Fabulous! That's a fabulously possible possibility! How can you forget that, though? I mean, you had to have exited the room at some point, right? Did you just forget to take your clothes from the ringmaster's room? At that point, you forgot about them entirely. If Russell Berry took your clothes at that point. And not only that, but you didn't even see him take the clothes to begin with? Didn't it look suspicious to you, like, at all? What the fuck?
Well done, Nick.
However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? If you think about it, all they found at the scene of the crime was my silk hat. What about my cloak? Where did that go? Double,
Wow, Max, I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something.
I mean, he forgot about the cloak to begin with. He doesn't even have it with him at this point, so yeah. Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up. Magician or president? I was about to say, you were gonna go with detective over there, magician or detective? What are the odds? You have no idea how hard it was to make a decision.
That's really cool.
Fabulous. This mystery just keeps getting deeper. December 29, 12:06 p.m. District Court. Court number 2. Now that everyone is back, let's get started. The court is now back in session. Ms. Von Karma, please proceed with the prosecution's case.
Very well. I will now call my next witness. A pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Will Mr. Lawrence Curls please take the stand?
Why did you just call him a pitiful clown?
The witness will state his name and occupation for the court record.
What's the matter, Mo?
In West Philadelphia, born and raised. Name and occupation.
Will the witness please inform the court why he's speaking autographical gibberish? It does tell me that he's a big fan of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just not used to being in court. I've never been in a courtroom in my life.
Oh, well, you don't have to worry. Everything will be fine. There's no need to be sad. Just try your best to be yourself.
I wasn't quite sure what joke is best suited to this sort of occasion.
What the world are you talking about? You're in the Grand Hall of Justice, not some comedy club. Debatable, Your Honor. Quiet. Since it's easy to see your occupation, please state your name for the court.
Oh, yeah. Maybe this joke is okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants? The sign only says no shirt, no shoes, no service.
Ah, there you go. There's the Mo that I know. Here, let me in on this as well.
Cousin! What? I thought that you were out of MP.
Funny. Did you really think that I was out of MP in the first place? Nonsense, darling. Now, on to the magic show.
Okay, how about this one? Have you met my proctologist? Dr. Seymour Butts?
Good one. Quite magical. Okay, how about this one? My friend just spilled his carton of milk. He asked me if I could use a spell to bring back the milk in his hands. And I said, sorry partner, it's impossible at this point. Only thing you can do is cry over spilled milk.
But a couple pounds we were up to no good. Your name?
Lawrence Coles, professional funny man, also known as Mo the Clown.
You witnessed a scene at around 10:15 p.m. the day of the murder. Correct?
Yes, it is. Very well, Mr. Coles. Will you please testify to what you saw that evening?
Rabbi, a priest, and a Rastarian walked into this plaza.
Without any humor, please.
Okay. But Mo cannot be his normal stupid self in court.
I know. I'm not the craziest comedian in the world. I haven't been able to make people laugh for 10 years. No matter what I say, all I get in return is a vacant stare and polite applause. Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken to laughing at them myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who cannot make people laugh. I'm almost useless. But I keep trying. I even tried to come up with jokes just for today. But this atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to try making everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone. What do you think of me? How am I doing? Are you serious? Are we gonna have to cross-examine through all of that? I'd rather cross-examine the parrot once again. At least the parrot was short and to the point, even if he was silent most of the time. Aren't we the ones supposed to be asking the questions here, Mo?
Witness.
Huh?
We will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. Thus, please stick to the facts of this case.
Really? You're really gonna hear me out?
Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straight man later.
Thank you! I cannot wait! Poor Gumshoe. Now that it's settled, shall we begin once again with the testimony?
Of course we can. I'll talk for as long as you want. The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away though. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden Max clunked the ringmaster over the head.
That's very interesting. If this eyewitness account is to be believed, I have enough to pass judgment right now.
Of course you can. There is no way that this account can be criticized.
However, the witness is a bit... well, how do you say it? Off kilter. Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him.
That must be because of my insincere smile.
Mr. Wright, please begin the defense's cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Nick, I'm gonna find some kind of contradiction in his testimony.
With the clown? No way!
Cruising on down Main Street. You're relaxed and feeling good. Yeah.
I know that. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, I'm afraid that if you push this witness too far, it will bring disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you are not going to engage in pointless saber-rattling. I understand, Your Honor. Although, well, yeah, we understand. Are we gonna keep a promise about that? No.
If you cause this clown to stray from the fact, I will hold you responsible.
Yeah. Why am I responsible? I'm not the one with the crunky jokes. I'm not the one with the corny jokes. Alright, well, let's get to it then. What you witnessed?
The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room.
You say that practice was wrapped around 10 PM, correct?
See, that's the thing.
Huh?
How exactly am I supposed to make a joke about 10 PM? Now, 8 o'clock, that's something a clown can riff off of. Let's just pretend it was 8 o'clock. That way I can make a great joke.
Alright, 8 o'clock then.
You know you want to hear the joke. A man goes to his doctor and the doctor asks, "How is number 1?" The man says, "Every day at 6. Ah! The man says every day at 7. Then what's the matter? Fitness. These are exactly the types of jokes you should say for the detective.
Damn Skippy.
You knew what would happen. Don't look at me like that.
Mr. Wright, you're hereby penalized. This will not become a kangaroo court. Alright, fine. I guess it is time to get serious. No more jokes. This isn't funny at all. In more ways than one.
Yeah, no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped.
Nah, you know what? Okay, just, okay, let me just go back to this one. You'd say that practice was wrapped around 10 PM, correct? Let me go back to this and ask him to be serious here. You know what? Let's not. Let's not make it 8 PM, alright, Mo? Just stick to the facts. Sorry, Mo. I am all in for magic and clown jokes, but we have a job to fulfill here.
What do you mean, let's not? Don't take the clown out of the clowning around. Don't take the clown out of the clowning around. Come on, Nick. Just listen to this joke.
Maya, you realize that if we are gonna get penalized one more time, we're gonna fail this case, right? There are 3 reasons why I don't want to. 1, I probably won't laugh. 2, I'll get hit with a penalty. And 3, I'll get whipped. Will the witness just proceed with his factual testimony?
You're so boring.
Hey, Maya. Just listen to me. We cannot lose this right now. But... okay, you know what? Some people did say that I was going to get penalized for oppressing at some point. I guess I was supposed to expect the clown inquisition. But... my god, this is gonna be a bit of a difficult one. Let's, you know what, let's go with this one. You just happened to glance out the window.
You could say that. You could also say I peeked, stared, glimpsed, peeped, eyeballed.
Mr. Crows!
Oh, I guess cinnamons aren't allowed either.
What should I do? I wonder if I should press him further on this issue. Oh, I kinda have to. Exactly why did you look out of your window that night?
Why? Why? Clowns don't need a reason to look out their windows, do they?
That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday.
Once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump.
Yeah, that is a good point. You didn't glance at the window first. You heard the sound, and then you glanced out the window. He didn't specifically say that, sir.